Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. At Brook's house, she finishes up a phone call about wearing the looker as Hope comes by. Hope tells her she's the talk of the fashion world. The show ended the way it should with her in the looker. Brook's sure it was delicate for Hope not to be there. Hope says it's given her time to do some soul searching. She's realized how she and Carter went about effects was wrong. Brook asks where effects stand between them. Hope says it's complicated and counters. Where do effects stand between you and Ridge? Brook shafts. They go over the chemistry she and Ridge had on stage. Hope tells her mama she's sorry. Effects might be different for her and Ridge if she and Carter hadn't done what they did with the achievement. Brook asks her not to condemn herself. Hope wants to make it up to her. However, she wants that for her too if she wants to be with Ridge. Brook says he's her fortune. She knows he knows that. I'm still his Logan. At Forrester, Ridge tells Eric he appreciates his fidelity to what he thinks his love life should be. Exploding, he reminds his father that he allowed. She betrayed them. Eric counters that he made a big mistake. It's time Ridge admits that so he can move on with his life. Ridge tells his father he doesn't get to play God with his life. You want to tell me who I should live my life with? Eric smothers. Because I know. He tells his son he can't keep going between two different women. It's gone on long enough. They both know where it ends. You with Brook. Eric goes on that there's no bone. Differently like Brook. Ridge says Taylor's enough special too. Eric argues. She's not the love of your life. Ridge wants him to stop. He's married to someone differently. Eric points out he's not wedded or engaged. Go back to Brook. It's where you belong. Backstage, Carter thinks about better times with Hope. Zen comes by and tells him he was just deep in discussion with the scent expert. We need to talk. Carter asks, is commodity going on with her? Zen doesn't mean to pry, but he walked by on him and Daphne before. Is commodity going on between them? Carter says there's nothing going on between them at all. His focus is on Hope. He's hoping they can work effects out and he won't give up on her. Zend asks if he's sure Daphne is beautiful. By the runway, Katie asks Daphne if she's using Carter. Is that what you've been doing the whole time? Daphne prodigies if she's awaiting her to apologize for helping her friend get her company back. Katie expects a straight answer. Is she still playing Carter? Daphne knows Katie had a fling with Carter in the history. So you still harbor passions for him. Katie cares about him a lot, which is why Daphne needs to answer her question. Is she only in LA to mess with Carter and her bastard? Daphne says there's no concern. The Forresters have their company back. Katie warns she won't let her mess with her family. Daphne insists her intentions are pure. Katie asks if she's saying there's a connection between them. Real passions? Daphne says commodity has happened to her, commodity that's infrequently happened to her. Love. Katie smirks. Love. Daphne says that when she came to LA, she didn't know Carter was a remarkable man. She was helping Steffi and her family, but she didn't realize that Carter was also worried. He knew what he did was wrong. She didn't anticipate to fall for him, but she has. Katie mocks. So you're in love with Carter? Suddenly Carter appears. Daphne says they were talking about how important they watch for him, admire him, and want the stylish for him. In the main office, Rich thanks a buyer for coming to the fashion show, and assures her they'll get everything to her as soon as possible. The kiss on the impertinence and she goes. Brook comes by and Rich tells her there's a lot of good feedback. Brook has heard. It's not each about the designs. Ridge agrees. People like seeing her on the runway. Brook says, they like seeing us. Ridge grunts. Brook, she interrupts and says the whole fashion assiduity wants them back together. I know I want that. Do you want that too? Brook presses Ridge that the whole fashion assiduity wants the developer and his poet together. She'll no way forget that moment on the stage. She flashes back to the moment they locked eyes. It was inconceivable. Ridge agrees it was. But it wasn't real, it was offered. Brook explains that his father wants them to be together. She reminds him their chemistry is inarguable. The whole world wants them back together. I know I want that. Do you want that too? Slinging her arms around his neck, she purrs. I'm your Logan. Now and always. Taylor Hayes is sitting enough. She's reclaimed her family with Rich Forrester and won this round of a back-and-forth war against Brook Logan. But devoted suckers know that Brook will no way truly surrender. Buzz indicates that Nick Marone will return by June to Los Angeles, California. But Brook doesn't know that. Between now and also spring will kiss summer. But suckers will be treated to an entirely renewed and reinvigorated Taylor-Brook battle before that plot point arrives. It's unarguable at this moment, and considering the reams of script evidence, Rich has a more profound love for Brook than he does for Taylor. Yet, he's married to swearing off his Logan. So why didn't Rich take a break from Brook and remain single? As the followership knows, Rich finds it hard, or rather insolvable, to be without a woman. He's counted on a gyration of Brook and Taylor to prop him up for numerous decades, and it's hard to condemn him since both great ladies authentically adore him. And yes, propping him up is the expression of choice because Brook and Taylor have served as his emotional caregivers for numerous times. Taylor was sincere. She returned to LA to reconnect with family, make peace and also die. As devoted suckers recall, Taylor entered an inexact opinion before coming home. She believed that her heart failure couldn't be resolved and was going to prove fatal shortly. But Rich dragooned her to get an alternate opinion. Thankfully, a thorough evaluation and discussion with specialists happened. Dr. Grace Buckingham determined that Taylor is suffering from broken heart pattern, an adulatory term, indeed if that wording exists on the other side of the screen. That gave Taylor resolve and a belief that she and Rich could reunite. Taylor faced her mortality, making all once battles with Brook feel petty in comparison. Brook originally rejected Taylor's relay of that news. Part of the reason why Rich has conformed with Taylor is because of the new appreciation he has for this other longtime love. He'd taken her for granted, assuming that she'd always be his go-to, or as some in the followership may understandably believe, his alternate choice. Brook is part of that contingent as well. There's no mistrustfulness that Brook loves Rich, wants him back, and rejects the idea that Taylor can give anything she sent. Another Forrester Creations fashion show will establish the scene of the coming Brook-Taylor battle. Rich will stand as the man in the middle, a position he'll probably enthrall until Nick arrives. It'll be interesting to see how Kay's character responds when that time comes. Katie Logan will catch Daphne Rose kissing Carter Walton while Steffi Forrester and Taylor Hayes lose it over Brook Logan's trick. Katie will watch hard as Daphne makes another play for Carter. Daphne hasn't been shy about what she wants, so she'll have no problem cozying up to Carter again and leaning in for a lip cinch. Of course, Daphne will continue to trash Hope Logan and try to shut down Carter's fight for a reunion. We'll hear Daphne make further prognostications about Carter belonging with her rather, but Carter will still want to win Hope back. Indeed so, that wouldn't stop Carter from letting Daphne kiss him and allowing her to cross this line. Katie will have a front row seat to the smooch, so she'll cloud over Daphne throwing herself at Carter and obliging him to choose her. Over with Steffi and Taylor, they'll hit the roof over the trick Brook just pulled with Eric Forrester's help. Taylor and Steffi will get updates on the whole Looker story, so they'll get indeed angrier as further details come to light. The fact that Brook stole this grand homestretch spot as a way to get Rich Forrester's attention will really rile Taylor and Steffi up. Eric will face counter-reaction for his part in orchestrating all this, so he'd more be prepared for some drama. Still, it's Brook who'll get utmost of the blame from Steffi and Taylor. It presumably wouldn't be long until Taylor and Steffi corner Brook to blast her for her manipulative move. Although Brook will count on this flashy display to push Rich toward a reunion, Brook will have to reevaluate her view of fortune in the coming occurrences.